Good morning, reefers. I'm Daniel from Coralust. Today we are doing an unboxing for a Jabeo DC12000 pump. I'm going to guide you through a few basic tips on a new installation and do a product review. Okay, let's get started. You can see right away there is no special packaging. This is probably to keep cost as low as possible. This is the DC controller. I'll explain that more once we have it installed. Now here, Jabeo has included a very useful tool. It allows you to connect to many different size tubing and hoses. You just have to cut off the smaller part of the adapter if you're using a larger hose. They include one for the input and output. Very convenient. This is the power cord. Here are your threaded fittings to hold on your adapters. This large vented screen is a wonderful add-on when using your pump in a sump, especially if it's next to your refugium. It's perfect for catching debris without slowing down flow. And it screws perfectly onto the 1.5-inch threads. Here it is, the Jabeo DC12000. It's very light compared to my mag drive AC pump. Just look at the openings on this pump. You know it's going to move some serious water. It even has rubber feet to absorb any sound or vibrations. This is the transformer. It plugs into the controller and the power cord plugs in here. They also include a double-sided adhesive pad to mount the controller to your stand or wall. That's very nice of them. And here are the rubber gaskets to ensure your pump doesn't leak if you mount it outside your sump. And finally, a Jabeo owner's manual. Here are all the parts laid out. I'm going to show you how to install the adapters and gasket in the proper order. This is what it would look like if you installed both adapters, but we are using it in our sump, so I'm only installing the screen. It screws on just like this. I have learned that it's always best, if possible, that you use hard plumbing everywhere and not use flexible tubing. The beauty of the Jabeo pumps is that a threaded 1.5-inch PVC to slip fitting fits perfectly, and depending on your plumbing size, you will need a reducer. I prefer 1-inch PVC as my standard plumbing, so I have here a 1.5 to 1-inch reducer. I also highly recommend installing this 1-inch union. It comes in handy when you have to swap out a pump for a routine maintenance or cleaning. I like to always install the threaded or larger half on top, so gravity will help keep it in place when putting it together or lining it up. This is the order we will be assembling things. To assemble these pieces, we will need a PVC cement. You can use the 2-part with the purple primer if you want. I'm using the quicker 1-step cement, but I feel the purple primer allows for a more smooth assembly. You will need a piece of 1-inch PVC to attach your fittings and union together. And we can't forget the PVC cutters, or any saw will work. Here we have the PVC in the cutters, and I chose a 2-inch piece to go between my reducer and union, because I like to minimize height whenever I can. It takes a few squeezes to get through the 1-inch, but there you go. This is the union. I'm going to bond them together now. Take your applicator and try to wipe off any excess glue that could drip off onto somewhere you're not ready. Then smoothly apply to the inside wall of the smaller side of the union. Then apply a little to the outside of your PVC and join the pieces together. Here it is again. It was easier this time. As I twisted the pieces together, they slid right on. Plus they had something to hold on to. So if you got this far and your pump looks like this, you're doing pretty good. Remember, this is the side you want on top. I took it apart again to warn those of you who are generous with the cement. You don't want too much or it'll squeeze out the sides and could possibly slow your water down. I recommend you check and clean off any excess cement. This is what it should look like. And there you go, ready for installation. Here is the original pump, a DC9000. I never put it in a union because I wasn't planning on changing the pump so soon, but that was a mistake. Planning ahead will save you a headache in the future and relieve stress thinking about it. Pumps randomly fail, and so do heaters, so keeping an extra one on hand is a good idea if possible. This is my new Jabeo DC12000 installed with the Union. Now anytime I want to take out the pump for a cleaning or check, it's a snap. Here is the controller. As soon as I plug it in, you can see the lights go on. This is a lot stronger than the 9000, so I'm only putting it up halfway, then we'll see what it does. The great thing about these Jabeo DC pumps is the feed mode has a 10-minute automatic timer. Then the pump will slowly start back up, saving impellers from breaking, unlike AC pumps which only have one speed and turn on full blast. That's not ideal for me. I absolutely love this pump and its versatility. Plus it uses a lot less energy than your AC pumps and it's really quiet. I know you'd enjoy this unboxing / installation / product review because you're still watching here at the end. But please leave your comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback on this pump or any other Jabeo products. We reefers are a community and product feedback is very important to us. And as always, thanks for watching.